Singles events. Like, tell me you're desperate and lonely without telling me you're desperate and lonely. Because who's making videos complaining about these events? It's not men. Men aren't making videos. Oh, there's just so many women at these events. There's no dudes here. Oh man, it's just so horrible. No, it's women that are complaining that men don't show up. They're complaining that they have to pay to show, and men don't, and they still don't show up. Who's desperate, really, right? Men aren't desperate for companionship the same way we used to be. Women are the ones that kind of need men. Men need women, but men have learned to live without.
This might trigger some people, but it's not me. It's not coming from me. I'm just a messenger. Do not shoot the messenger, please. I posted a video the other day asking the Colorado men why they haven't signed up for a matchmaking service yet. This is the slowest state that I've ever had. I don't know what the problem is. So I posted a video the other day saying, like, what's going on? Like, why are y'all not signing up? I'm genuinely asking and I'm genuinely curious. And it seems to be a few different things. Number one, they broke / don't want to pay. Again, I'm not saying
We don't have to be broke just because we don't want to pay. Does that make sense? Women never want to pay for the clubs. They never want to pay for their drinks. Are they broke? You guys never see yourselves as that.
saying this. They're saying this. They don't want to be in a monogamous relationship or a relationship, period.
Sure.
And then 3, from what I can gather, very self-conscious, like no confidence, and or overly confident. It was a mixture of those two. Like some guys being like, I couldn't get a match and no one would want to date me. So then like the other guys being like, I don't need a matchmaking service. I literally can just meet women in real life, like out in the wild, which, okay, sure. I'm gonna give it about another week. And then I'm gonna...
Like, again, we did a video yesterday on it, and just women never listen, right? They ask us questions, men answer, and she just takes it to the wayside. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I guess pick another state, so...
She's low-key shaming them for not coughing up cash for her service, acting surprised that guys aren't lining up to pay premium for a shot at, what, a room full of women who already filtered out 90% of men and are still complaining no good ones here? When you listen to this, it really just sounds like someone realizing the business model isn't working.
You think about it, right? Like, these women have gone through all the dating apps and couldn't find a single match. What makes you think you can match with them in person?
Matchmaking services are basically trying to cash in on men, charging them to enter the dating market like it's some kind of premium membership club. The real story is men aren't signing up because they've learned these events are rejection factories. They know the ratio is going to be heavily skewed toward women. The women are picky as hell, and paying to be one of the few guys in a sea of women scanning for the top 5% feels like buying a ticket to humiliation.
Pretty much.
As a single Pringle 30-year-old woman that is actively yet intentionally dating in my 30s, and desires to be a mommy and a wife in the next season of my life,
You're probably not gonna get that. I mean, you look decent, you have some nice jugs, but those tattoos on your arm, on your chesticles, like, who wants to wife that up? Who looks at this and is like, mother of the year right here. I need this person to be the mother of my children.
I have 2 non-negotiables. The first one is, if Jesus is not the center of your world and the center of our relationship, I do not want it. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what you have to offer me, because when push comes to shove and things get difficult in the relationship, it is not going to last without God being in the middle of it. The second thing is, I'm celibate and I'm waiting for the person that I'm married to be physically intimate with you. And the best part about this is, I have no attachment to you. I have
These are all the women that are at the singles events, by the way. Celibate women.
Peace in my heart, and I have the clearest mind ever. I'm not like, oh, I like this man. No, you really don't like this man. You're just attached to him, my love. And men will immediately disqualify themselves because that's not something that they align with, which is amazing, because you are not for me. I'm very excited for this season of my life with dating and seeing who God has for me, because if a woman like me exists out there, I know with patience and faith, God has someone out there for me.
This is a classic late stage rebrand. She spent her
Right.
20s running wild, tattoos, probably implants, dressing and living nothing like a religious woman, chasing the fun, the situationships. Now the wall's knocking, options are thinning, the streets got cold, and suddenly she's reborn.
I just kind of hate how people use celibacy. Like, celibacy means you don't plan on having sex until marriage. That means you're still a virgin majority of the time, right? Then there's abstinence, where you're holding back sex purposely. I think most women are just abstinent. They're not celibate. Celibate means you're a virgin. At least I'm
Celibate.
assuming
Jesus
that's the
first.
correct definition of the word, right? Am I using it right? You guys comment down below. My grammar isn't the best.
Waiting for marriage. It's the fastest pivot in the book. After the party ends, reinvent yourself as the pure, high-value Christian woman who waits and demands the godly provider man who's been told to forgive the past because she's saved now. She's targeting the exact demographic that eats this up. The solid, faith-driven, provider-type guys who prioritize redemption and grace over history. So now
Yep.
she gets to wipe the slate clean, keep the physical upgrades from her wild phase, and lock in the stable husband who won't ask too many questions.
I was FaceTiming a man, I know, gross, last night. A man that's trying to court me, if you will. And he said something about how he wanted to get a laundry service. He was like, I think I'm gonna get a laundry service to start doing my laundry for me. It's like $200 a month. They'll pick it up, drop it off, folded, all that shit. And I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I was like, that's one thing I could do. It would be like hire a cleaning person, hire someone to do my laundry, because I don't want to do that shit. And he goes, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, so you're not domesticated like that?
Nope.
Bitch, can you build a fucking house? I'm sorry, I'm not domesticated like that because I don't want to do your fucking laundry. I don't want to do my own laundry. Why would I do yours?
Why would we want you then? We're still gonna pay the bills, even if you're there or not.
Most of these modern women want the full traditional man, the provider, protector, high earner who takes care of the big stuff, pays the bills, makes life easier. But when it's her turn to bring anything traditional to the table, even something as basic as handling laundry, she draws the line and gets defensive. From a guy's perspective watching this, it just sounds
It's like, think about it. The man wants to pay $200 a month. You can literally save this man $200 a month by just doing the laundry for him. And it's not fucking hard. Like I said, my laundry, I hang literally all my shirts, fold some underwear, match some socks, and put some jeans away. Not that hard.
sounds exhausting. The tone, the hostility, the need to turn a normal conversation into a power struggle. And then people wonder why the guy just quietly backs away and moves on to someone who actually enjoys building a life together, instead of treating every small responsibility like it's oppression.
Like, this is the type of attitude and responses you'll get at the dating events, I'm sure. Because all those women have a chip on their shoulder thinking they're hot shit. I'm 30 something now. All these men need to be groveling at my feet.
Dating in your 30s is so much more liberating because in my 20s, I was so focused on, do they like me? Are they going to choose me? Are they going to pick me? Once my prefrontal cortex stopped developing in 28 and I got into my 30s, I started transitioning to, I don't really give a fuck if they choose me. Do I choose them? By the time you get into your 30s, especially as a woman, you are starting to know yourself. You're starting to love yourself. You're starting to get curious about yourself. You have your career a little bit more established. Your financial situation is getting a little bit more in order. And you're looking for different things. In my 20s, I was looking for the hot guy with the six-pack and all the tattoos. And then in my 30s, I realized, wait, I need somebody emotionally available. I need somebody with depth. I need somebody that can hold hard conversations.
Translation. I got ran through, and now I'm ready to settle.
Need somebody that can be there for me during dating in your 30s isn't a fucking death wish. So instead of looking at it as like, oh my God, I'm never going to meet anybody, now you can get excited
She says that, but she's here making videos about being 30 and dating.
that I'm going to choose the person that's right for me and not wait to be fucking chosen by somebody else.
In her early 20s, she was running wild. Hookups, chasing the exciting guys, no real plan, just vibes and tingles. Biology doesn't wait. The clock starts ticking louder, options start thinning, younger women enter the scene, and suddenly the hot bad boys aren't calling back. Now she's got standards, emotional availability, depth, security, because she's running out of time and the thrill chasers won't commit. The guy she wants now isn't the fantasy. He's the safe bet, the provider, the one who'll stick around when the party's over. Her tone sounds so forceful because this isn't just confidence talking. It's someone convincing herself that the timeline shift is empowerment rather than the realization that time is no longer unlimited.
Or its actual consequences of ignoring everything.
So I'm 26 years old, and most of my friends are married. When I say most of them, I mean all of them. And they always ask me, how's the dating life? Well, I'm glad you asked. First, you're on Bumble, maybe Tinder. Match if you're really serious. You find a decent guy. He's tall. Enough. You talk for a couple days, see where it goes. Get a little flirty, it's fun and stuff. And then he asks you for drinks. Guys, drinks are not a date. But you go out anyways. You have a good time. Or so you think. And then the next day comes, and you don't hear from them. Yep, they ghost you.
Yeah, because you were probably miserable in that drink date. You couldn't even be cordial enough in the drink date for them to want to take you out on another date. You're the problem.
Why do they ghost you? Why do you guys ghost people? So that whole night, you thought everything was going great, everything was going fine, and you thought you were bonding, and then boom, the next day hits, and you never hear from them again. And that, my friend, is dating in a waste of 5 days.
The interesting thing about this story is that she actually reveals the whole dynamic in one small line without even realizing it. She says she finds a guy who is tall enough. And right there, you can already see what the priority filter looks like. It's not about finding a man who's serious about building something long term. It's about chasing the guy who checks the attraction boxes that a lot of other women are also chasing. So when she asks why guys ghost, the answer is usually much simpler than people want to admit. The guy she picked wasn't looking for a relationship with her in the first place.
Or she was miserable to deal with. I always say it. Right? It's not usually the case that like, oh, men just want to hit and quit. There are that case a lot of the times. But there's also the case, I might like this person. I like how she looks. She opened her mouth and now I'm unattracted to her. Happens all the time. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.